Hey, great Tuesday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas, and I am going to have a horrible voice tonight, uh, because I'm becoming afónico, afónico, and by that I mean, my voice is leaving. It is dissipating. It is disappearing. I'm not sure if it was La Brujeria que me hizo Trex Mendex. Sebastian! Love you, Papa. I don't know if it was La Brujeria that Trex Mendex me está haciendo, but for some reason, my voice is leaving. Uh, I don't understand exactly what the heck is going on. I don't know if it was, I mean, I was at Six Flags and I think I was okay. I mean, I didn't have any issues on Sunday morning. And that was after I had already spent some time at Six Flags. Patricia Alejandro. Patricia Alejandro! Este, I mean, I was okay right after all the. I was not late. I was actually here right on time. It's 9:01 right now, guys, and I've been at least talking for a minute. I was all right during the rides. Everything was okay. And all of a sudden, yesterday, I just started to feel my voice to dissipate and to leave. And I have absolutely no clue where that came from. And Mr. Los Santos is not at home.
Nope.
Did you already get an office or what?
No. Well, I mean, I've got an office. I've got an AT&T office. I've got a Sombrero Festival office. I've got a MIDI Foundation office.
Damn, bro.
Yep. And I work from home. But
Well,
no, I came over to a friend's place for dinner. We're going to have dinner together after the show.
I didn't get the invite.
Next one.
Let me tell you, I actually had, I had supper. I always get this dinner and supper confused. Because for the gringos, dinner is lunch, and supper is cena. And
Is there
for
a
us,
difference between dinner and supper?
well, and for I think for us, no, dinner is like in la noche, and supper también es en la noche. It just depends on how you want to say it.
Say hi, Maddie.
Oh my God! Don't do that to me. Oh my God, that's too beautiful.
He's blind.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. He's blind and he's positive for feline HIV, but he's so loving.
Oh,
His name is Maddie. Right.
they don't even tell me. Oh God, no. Kathy was supposed to come on, but I can't see her again.
Ken?
Kathy,
Oh, more
but
technical difficulty?
she's crazy. But she says that she's out there in Timbuktu or something, and for some reason she just can't get on.
She's in District 2.
Timbuktu. Let me tell you, I had cené at La Guardia. No, La Guarida. La Guarida. Have you been
Okay.
there?
No.
La Guarida is
Where
new,
is it?
actually. Huh?
¿Dónde está?
It's over there next to the bingo place on Price Road.
Okay. In
La,
that complex?
huh?
In that shopping center?
Yeah.
Where Big Lots is?
Right next where, yeah, where Texas Diner used to be at.
I hate that place suffered from the pandemic. I like the Texas Diner.
Well, they opened up over there they opened up over there on Morrison.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea. ¿Dónde mero?
Over there on that little new placita next to the car lot, across from PetSmart.
Okay.
You know where that chocolate place is?
Oh, yes.
It's in your damn district, bro.
Yep.
Ah, thank you, Frank. And Kathy's walking around like a crazy one. Hey, Kathy, she can't hear. I'm glad she didn't hear that part. Kathy,
And she's on mute. We
Sorry,
can't
I
hear
just
you.
mute.
I just
There
made
we
it
go.
to San Antonio. My son was playing with collegiate conference tournament in Glen Rose. So I was driving back home, and the internet out there was really bad. So I apologize for this morning.
That's right.
So,
You want
anyways,
you want us to give you some time to get situated?
what?
You want us to give you some time to get situated?
Yes, give me like
Okay.
about 3 minutes, and I
All right.
should
We'll
be
talk
all
about
set.
food. Oh
Have
yeah, no.
you have you eaten at La Ganadera?
Mm-mm.
So,
What is
and
that?
it's not dine in; it's carry out only. But it's on Alton Glore and Stagecoach in that little plaza where the Pizza Hut is
Oh
that
yeah,
has
yeah.
the drive-through.
Yeah, I know exactly what that's at.
It's right next door to La Ganadera. I just picked up sirloin and sausage and aguacate from there. That's where I have for dinner.
Gotta try it.
Very
But,
good.
but La Guarida, it is Puerto Rican food.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it's good stuff, guys. I mean, I'm glad that a lot of these places want to open up and have a different varieties. We need that. It was like
Where did you say they are again?
uh,
Where did you say they are again?
Puerto
La
Rican,
¿Dónde?
Puerto Rican.
No, no, pero ¿dónde está el restaurante?
Over there, I told you where the Texas Diner was at. You even said in
Okay.
that placita next to the bingo. Are you okay?
Yeah. The kitty distracted me.
I mean, you even said, "Oh yeah, right there where the
Yep.
where you mentioned Big Lots or something that place."
Yes.
But it's a great food. It's a new business, guys. I think it's been there for like 6 months or maybe less.
No,
So
I support it.
please frequent them, people, and dale la vuelta. I was
You
there.
like you like Thai food?
Oh, I love Thai food.
You've been to Sasi's?
Yes, I love sausage.
Love Sasi's.
And again, that's the kind of stuff that I think that we need more of in Brownsville. I actually took the kids to Madame Mom's. Have you ever been to Austin Madame Mom's?
No.
Oh my God, it's so amazing. And Avram's kids are like actual kids, believe it or not. But they're
Hmm.
like that type of kid that no quiero saber, no quiero pizza y hamburguesas. Le dije, no, papito. Si usted va y viene a Austin, usted va a comer la comida que yo le diga que va a comer. And so I took him to go eat at Madame Mom's. It's Thai food, and they got curry and pad thai and all this great stuff. And let me tell you, they ate it up, bro. They loved it.
Good.
They loved
How
it.
old are the kids?
Jimmy is 17. Christian is 14.
That's
The-
good that they've already got a developed palate like that.
Yeah, let me tell you because for them it was a pizza. Let me go through the comments really, really quick, and then we'll go
Yes.
on. Good evening, Luis. I was not late. I was actually 100% on time. I promise you. Good evening, Amanda. Hermosa, fresh ears, amazing. Sebastian, I love you, Papa.
I bought a freshie this weekend.
I just tagged, I just tagged you. I'll check it. Sebastian, I missed you this weekend, Papa. I didn't know if you were in San Antonio, and I should have. I sent you a message, man. But send me your phone number via message, and next time I'm in San Antonio, and I plan to be there soon. I'll give you a call, Papa. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Howdy there, partner. That's someone that I didn't get to see, but it's okay. I forgive him. Won't make it tonight. Angelica's back pain. I need to take care of her.
More peanut butter.
Nunca se compuso esa muchacha. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, what is your opinion on the dead bodies all over Brownsville recent? I don't think it was dead bodies. It was one homeless lady that passed away, and it was on Central Boulevard, IBC Bank. And let me tell you, every time I walk into IBC Bank, I feel like dying too. No, it's just joking. When I see my bank account, I feel like, oh my lord. No, but heart goes out to the individual. I don't know if she had family or friends in this area. Have you heard anything about her?
Not at all.
But it's not a good situation, And I feel for anyone out there that came in and encountered this homeless individual. It's a very, very, very sad situation.
No, and we
Heart goes
continue
out.
to try and move forward with another shelter, at least for an overnight shelter, so that people can stay in, so they don't have to sleep on the streets.
Yeah, but it's first again, and I'm not trying to stereotype the homeless people.
Right.
I think they do a good job of that themselves. But I feel that a lot of the folks they do not want to go into a shelter. A lot of the folks they want to sleep out on the streets. And again, and I'm more concerned, and I'm hoping that everyone else is as well, more with the mental aspect of it, instead of just people being homeless. Because again, you could give them food all you want, you could build shelters for them, and a lot of these people are just set on sleeping on the streets.
Mhm.
So it was just one. It happened today. We're not seeing thousands of bodies throughout the street. It's
Not
not.
the motorcycle accident is probably the other one he's referring to.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible. But let me say, thank you to the Brownsville Police Department. Uh, they went out there and put up one of these little towers up there. So I'm glad that they did that. Had you seen that?
I have not.
Yeah, they put up one of these police towers out there, which I'm hoping that has the capability to to record, and I think that's going to be very, very important. I'm going to guess that that's one of the reasons why they put it up there. You know,
There's been what, two or three accidents there the last few
three,
days.
3 in 3 days, Commissioner.
So yeah, that makes sense that we start to look at that more closely and see if it really is just driver error or if there's something more at play.
Yeah, a lot of people in class today had the sniffles. Uh, Someone asked me today in regards to my sniffles. No, it's not drugs or anything. With me, it's because I have that small stomach. Lo que pasa como y me suelta el moco. Plus this congestion because I have no idea what this throat is. Let me get to the comments and we'll go into the good nitty gritty. Uh, Good evening. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I need that actually. Hey, Commissioner, did you like your freshie?
I do. I love it.
Let me tell you, I love mine. And let me say that I need to get them out of the plastic bag and put them in my cars. Good evening, Carlos Martinez. Thank you, Papa. I appreciate that. That's actually, hello, Mr. Cheese. Good afternoon, Crystal Hermosa. I love your hair, mi amor. You said Brownsville needs a different variety. Too bad Brownsville turned down Hinotama. No, let me tell you, I think that one of the things that we need to discuss when I see you is how we could actually bring Hinotama to Brownsville. It's a thriving, successful enterprise out there, and we need that in Brownsville. I don't think that Texas Diner there isn't it Big Daddy's. Isn't it the same thing though? I thought Texas Diner and Big Daddy's had the same owner. Did you know that?
I do not.
Yeah, you might be right, Juan Pango. It might be called Big Daddies, but I think they're the same owners, and I think they just decided to downsize the Texas Diner. I might be completely wrong, but I'm thinking that that's the case.
But I'm glad he said that because I would have gone looking for a Texas Diner sign. They
Good
like to be
evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Isn't that Big Daddy's? Not Texas. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is not. It is Big Daddy's, but I think that they are the same owners. I'm almost 75% sure. Are you starting to lose your voice? Yes. Roy, glad you're here. Just counted lights that are out on Expressway from Alton Glory International Boulevard. I counted 75. Damn, that's a lot.
That sounds like a lot. I'll drive up the expressway. I mean, I just took the expressway from downtown to Alton Glory and didn't notice any sections that I was like, wow, it's really dark out here.
Damn. Will do. Love you, Papa. The Democrats are crying because federal judge got rid of the mask mandate. Let me tell you, I'm so ecstatic. Kathy, I don't know. Are you flying, Kathy, or are you driving? You're on
You're on
mute.
mute. You're on
Mute.
mute, Kathy. We can't hear you.
I was driving, so
Oh,
I'm here already in San Antonio. I made a stop here in San Antonio.
yeah, I just got confirmed by the Texas Diner family. It is the same owners. So, and they did have the same problems. Let me tell you, I'm ecstatic to get on the plane without having to wear that stupid mask.
Well, let me say here's the problem with that. And everybody wants to bitch about one thing and cheer for the other. Be careful what you wish for. Because everybody was talking about why are we going to start letting all these immigrants into the country all of a sudden? It's tied to the same thing. It's about a COVID order that was in effect because it was not safe. That's how we were able to turn so many away. And now we're saying, no, everything's fine. Everything's safe. Let me go without a mask. But no, still keep the illegals out because of COVID. You cannot have it both ways.
Well,
Either it's still a threat to us, it's still an issue, or it's not.
I'm glad you called them illegals. But yeah, let me say, no, let me say, I think the issue, Commissioner, is that I mean, I understand that it was an excuse. Title 42 was an excuse. I
Mhm.
mean, it's just an excuse. I'm actually kind of on the glad side that we had a little bit of enforcement in regards to the borders. And I think we just need a little bit more. You know, at the end of the day, I just
And I
want
think we should keep it. I think we should keep it.
I just want people to at least, Commissioner, let's just follow the rules that are on the books right now. And if you want that change in regards to immigration policy, then just do it. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, and going into, and we'll go into the nationals. Unfortunately, you know, one of the big proponents and big old promisers in regards to immigration reform was President Barack Obama. You know, he promised in the first 100 days immigration reform. He had control of uh, all three governmental bodies, because I think the even the Supreme Court was more swayed towards, wasn't it?
Now, the Supreme Court hasn't been liberal, and I don't know, even know if in
Well,
my lifetime.
at least he had both houses of Congress.
Yeah.
Nothing, you know, and nothing, and that's
And so
unfortunate.
did Donald Trump his first 2 years in office. He had both houses of Congress, and he didn't deliver on his promises either.
Well, no one does.
Exactly.
Steve Guerra calling you in a bit. I love Steve Guerra. He better be nice to me though. Evening, gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening. Was the deceased identified? I don't
Not
think
that I heard.
so. I think she's just homeless. Was she blonde? I'm not sure.
Don't know.
Henry Santos, is there any reason why the county doesn't provide a sample budget for the arena as to give residents more of an understanding, logical choice?
Austin, Texas does that before they build an arena.
Well, actually, Luis, if you send me your email, I will send you that because
Awesome.
I actually received it. It's kind of crazy, but I actually received it before. Kati, I sent you two slides. I'll send them to you too, Mr. Santos.
Thank you.
The ones that I wanted to actually mention tonight, but there you are. I'll send them to you, and but I got the whole shebang, the whole presentation. So, Luis, send me your email, and I'll send that to you. Who is your other co-host? Today we have Katy Presas, of course. She does. She needs no introduction, guys. Let me just
Oh no.
let me get through a bunch of the comments, and then we'll go into it because I don't want to go fall too by behind. The website is vague and just words on paper. The number can get better. I just got the email. Thank you. Oh, it's got the Daniel Solitaire. Love you, Commissioner. Did you go to Rivera class of '91?
92.
Same. Oh, I got.
No, it's not.
I,
91 was cool. We were just a little bit cooler.
I got a freshie. Thank you, Amanda. They are amazing. Yes, it is the same owner. I love you, Crystal, and I love your hair. Right, this morning when you were back and forth with Erasmo about $50 fee here to save the city, you weren't understanding the point. The point is there should be no fee period.
No, no, I can understand the point you all were trying to make. And I'm saying I disagree with you all because there's no reason the chamber should not be able to host something and say we're charging $50 and providing food and refreshments and music and everything else as part of this address.
Okay, and yeah, but not the state of the city address. I think that belongs to everyone in the city of Brownsville, and everyone should have equal access to it. If they want to host a shebang and invite X, Y, and Z to go, dale gas. But I forgive you for being wrong.
No, remember equal access. When we talk about equal access, that means it has to be somewhere that everybody can attend. That's the only way to achieve equal access.
Well, I forgive you for being wrong.
2,000, not 9,000, not 10,000. Everybody has to be able to attend if it's equal access.
I still forgive you for being wrong.
I know you do.
Got the what's your take on the $50 fee for the mayor to speak his piece?
I think that it's always an elite group only. You're never going to get outsiders. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So I've gone to some of these functions and it's the same group, the same group. You never get outsiders. And what I'm going to tell you, because a lot of people really feel uncomfortable because they feel that there's a group that is always being catered to, and the rest of the people, you know, I think it should be something that should be free for the community and you're welcome to come. or a sign-in sheet, and the first 500, 400, because it's funny how we go knocking on people's door and I want your vote and support me and yada yada yada. All of a sudden, people get elected, we get elected, and we forget about the people that really, really elected us to be
Not
there.
me. Not
And I
me.
think that's why the voting apathy is gotten worse in Cameron County. I hate to say it. I hear it every day in the real estate business, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I do. And it hurts me and it bothers me because Brownsville has other priorities right now. And then they have all these state of the art or whatever they want to call it, all these signs out there. It is just a joke. I had three newcomers, one from Boston, one from Florida, one from Los Angeles, three different states. And they say, there's beautiful people here, very friendly. You have an infrastructure problem. You guys could do better. Why aren't you guys booming? You have all the resources.
Yep.
And I couldn't, I was embarrassed to even answer that.
But the answer is obvious. That's just an easy question to answer.
No, 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 no. I get tired of answering the question. And some of these leaders are just, it's for a group. It's always for a group. It's
The day we
unfortunate.
get tired of answering that question, they win.
Well,
We're
let me
not going
tell
to continue
maybe
to
we
call it
need to
out.
have a more aggressive leaders that really communicate with the public and that really care about the city and that
And,
really care about all the citizens. And
and
I'm
you
not,
guys,
I'm not saying you personally, but there's a group out there, Roy. You know it, I know it. Erasmo knows it.
oh yes,
And sometimes they don't like outspoken people, and that's why they remove us, or that's why we become the problematic leaders. No,
yeah.
we're trying to do the best we can with what we have. And but me personally, I don't think it's supposed to be a fee. I think it's supposed to be, I'm the mayor, I welcome everybody, please sign up, we're gonna give you 30 days in advance, and let's try to all come together. That's very, or do a flyer, a quarterly flyer to everybody's residents with budget, a strategic plan, you name it. We're so far behind, it's crazy. That's how I feel.
Anybody who complains about the $50 fee, you're going to have your chance to put your money where your mouth is. Because when Pedro Cardenas and I have ours, and
Woo!
if there's not over 350 people there, then you have no right to bitch.
Self promotion.
Absolutely.
Don't miss out, guys. Come to
Absolutely.
my event.
Absolutely.
Hey, I
Show
would just
me that there is such a great demand out there that the $50 fee kept people out of it, and we'll push to make sure they're free moving forward. But you've got to show me that, yes, we've got 500 people or 1,000 people that want to come to these things, but they keep getting excluded. So show us that when we have our town hall.
man. You're
Hey, that's
becoming
a
an
strong,
Aldo
that's a
Castro
strong
or
leader there.
too much
There.
like an Aldo
Yeah.
It's
Castro.
there.
No, that's fine. Hey, I take the challenge, buddy. Hey,
I'll
we'll
Good.
go
be.
to the South Los area. We
I
don't
know.
back down.
That's right.
Let's see. The illegals need to stay out because they are across illegally and they came across the legal 100%. So
No,
what
no,
is
this, you glazed over the second part there.
Let me go back. Oh, shit. And your town hall commissioner de Los Santos, just for the clarification. Oh, crap. Hold on. Legally, if they come across the legal way, then they can stay. Preach.
Now, the only one I'm concerned with is the asylum seekers because they're coming across legally, but they shouldn't get to stay indefinitely until things happen. There should be a better process.
Yeah, we'll do the federal later on because I really want to get to the local. Let me just get to all these damn comments. All these damn comments. When is the state of the city address? The 21st. And the arena thing with Eddie Trevino. Have no idea. Can't remember. Town hall commissioner is going to be next month.
We have not set the date for the town hall. We were waiting because we wanted to do it right after the Tenasco audit came out. Now we hear there's a delay.
Erasmo was right again.
Yep.
Preach, brother.
Looking like it.
Where's Sam? So I can shove it in his face.
That's why I complained tonight at the meeting about them wanting us to vote on PUB stuff and we still don't have an audit.
And you
And
see,
it's delayed.
but look, and this commissioner, and this is the part of the problem. And you and I have talked about this.
Yes.
This part of the problem. You do the shiny, and this is where I'm sorry, our mayor fails us. Oh, look, this is what we're going to do. Te lo prometemos, va a salir. And then it doesn't happen. And this commissioner, and look, and this is what makes me Erasmo Castro, because they go like, "Ching teras." I mean, he's proven right again, and I'm going like, I want to be proven wrong. I
Yep.
want to see the 18% lowered for the race. I want it because I want it for all the community.
Oh no, that was voted on tonight. That passed. They voted to lower it by 18%, but while they're lowering the rates by 18%, they're getting rid of the fuel subsidy. So the net result is your bill's going up.
Again, the tax thing, and the tax thing with we're going to lower you, but you see them still proven right because it's
Mhm.
not going to happen. And again, what we want to see it is reflected in the bill.
And that was my concern tonight is that you're telling me that we're doing this to roll back the Tenasca, but the Tenasca money was using to subsidize the fuel. So as a result of rolling it back, your rates are going to go up or your bill's going to go up. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I want to see the audit before I vote on this, before I vote to do this. But
So,
I was outvoted.
did they give a guesstimation in regards to when we're going to get the audit now?
Late May, early June.
July, August. That's my prediction.
And we get-
As a gay man, I'm not voting for the arena. I invite all gays not to vote until the mayor comes out with. I don't think he's going to.
Does he mean like comes out to show his support, like at a pride parade or pride event?
I think he's referring to the closet thing. Now, let's hear, Shuby, we're going to get to it. Let's go through all the comments real quick, and then we're going to go into the arena. I promise you. Saludos, Erasmo, Commissioner Los Santos, and Kathy. Hey, Carlos, I love you, Papa.
Hello.
If you think Jaime Tommy belongs in Brownsville, please give me a presentation. I left because of Brownsville. Let me tell you, I want to present you with everything I've got. Kathy's son is an awesome golfer. He really is. I actually was at one of the awards that he was recognized at. Erasmo, you and that guy look alike. We do look too much alike. It's kind of crappy. You know who else we look like? We look like Marcos Witt. Have you ever seen Marcos Witt?
No.
We need to put all three pictures of ours together, and trust me, it's kind of crazy.
Do I need to shave more often?
I don't know if you heard my spiel on this, but one time I was at Red Mango, and this I was getting some yogurt. Red Mango's gone, and this kid comes up. He goes, "Is it really you?" And I'm going like, "Oh yes, it's me." And he goes, "And I love your singing." I'm going like what? Yeah, Marcos Witt. I'm going like, not Marcos Witt. But I was all full of myself, going like, "Yes, it's me, it's me." Bien quemado, Erasmo. Sonso. Kathy is right. Kathy's always right. In all honesty, what will the mayor say on that address? How many more pizzas he can sell now? We'll see. I was there, guys. Equal access. Let's wait until 100% of all the citizens vote. It's not gonna happen.
You won't even get him to register, much less to vote.
Manos. Erasmo isn't even listening to Kathy. He is on his phone. Actually, I was sending, I think, Mr. Los Santos the slides that I wanted him to see, and Kathy the slides that I had already sent.
Yep, that was
We
the
all-
budget arena.
We all pay the damn taxes, 100%. How elite can it be if only it cost $50? Most people wouldn't go even if it was free. Hey, John, I've got something for you that I brought from San Antonio. So let me know when I could go drop it off or do a cookout at your house or something, bro. It's a joke. Yes, God. That's why I go back to saying that our city commissioners and mayors should get paid. And yeah, I agree 100%. Erasmo, no tengas miedo a pasar mis comentarios. Pones más. Let me tell you, Gay Train. I love Mike Pineapple. I'm still getting to know you, baby. Kathy should be mayor. Kathy would make a great mayor for the city of Brownsville. We are booming not just because of the mayor, but a lot of the people in Brownsville fight against new industry coming here. We aren't booming. Maybe I want to say that most individuals, and look, I understand what John is saying. I think most individuals are just afraid, and the apathy has gone in there to the point where it's kind of hard to say, like, hey, Mr. Santos, I'm paraphrasing. Trump also had control of both House and Senate, and he didn't get stuffed in either. Boom, mic drop.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Maggie. Maggie's just so negative. You became the negative person. You became, yes.
Maggie.
Hi, Kathy. You need to become commissioner. Erasmo. The city commissioner are worse than the corner grows on downtown. I love you, James. And James, we need to go shooting again, Papa. And let me tell you, you're looking amazing, bro. People in Brownsville think ship channel was built for fishing and ocelot cats. It wasn't. It was built to bring industry. Yeah. Candela 2024. Love you, Albert. Say hi to Richard for me. Remind me. I'll try my darkest to be there at Mr. Los Santos meeting. We'll be there. I'll be there. We'll have front row seats. We'll be in the VIP section. The orange ticket holders.
You'll be in the no question section.
Royal leadership in Brownsville is just not willing to give the community the best pair of pockets. Keep getting tomorrow at 4 is 4:20 preach. The Brownsville is an aristocracy.
Aristocracy.
Aristocracy. That gets you strike eight.
What does specify?
Good evening, everyone. Mr. Santos, can you elaborate more on the Resaca fee the PUB talked about? Is that it's going to be charged to all citizens or only people that own homes with Resacas?
All citizens that are PUB, well, all PUB ratepayers, because it's to fund the maintenance and repairs to the Sacas, which is part of our water supply. So it's the water supply for everyone.
Yay! More taxes, more fees. And the papaya had no vale caca, but the people want the crap. What about returning money from Tanasca if it's not going to be built? It's theft.
No, it's not theft, number one. But two, that's what we just said. It was returned already. It was voted on tonight. And as a result, your bill's going up. So, like I said, what you wish for.
But wait. We're talking about the $130 million Tanasca money. How is it not theft when it was earmarked for Tanasca and it was not used for Tanasca?
Because it was used to subsidize the people's bills.
No, but that's not the purpose. That's not why it. That's not the way it was sold to us. It was sold to us. It was sold to us as Tanasca. We were going to build it. We are increasing your rates. And no build, then decrease the rates, which hasn't happened.
Which has happened. It was voted on tonight.
Well, but we don't get the money back. So it is kind of like theft.
No, that's what they're saying is the taxpayers have already been getting the money back in a subsidy on their bill every month, is what we are being told.
And how can they prove that? And is there anything that we can check and balance? Or if they took our money or whatever was given to them, are we getting anything back with interest paid?
That's exactly why I want the audit before this was voted on.
And you should have done that audit, because that's the only way we can hold them accountable, and we can take them to, of course, we go to court, it's going to cost, but there it shows who were the people that were in control when that happened back then. It's unfortunate.
Yep.
And you have him right now wanting to get reelected. I believe he was the attorney when Tanasca was brought in, or he was in the he was the attorney, wasn't he?
Eddie Trevino.
That's right. And let me tell you, attorneys
at PUB.
When the Tanasca thing took place, they knew what they were doing.
Oh, they held you. That's one of the big reasons why I'm very, very much against this arena, which we're going to.
And yes, because they tell us, they paint a pretty picture. Oh, look at the picture with a pool, or what is it back? I mean, just beautiful, beautiful. And then it ends up being something else, or a mediocre project. I don't know.
I still don't. Again, and I'll patiently wait for another 2-3 months for the Tanasca audit. I just don't buy it. I don't buy anything that comes out of the mouth of PUB. Nothing.
Don't believe it till you see it.
Because fool me once, shame on Commissioner Los Santos. Fool me twice, shame on all the city commissioners. Fool me 3-4 times.
That's not how the saying goes.
Fool me 3, 4, 5 times. Now it's Brusiak and all those other people out there. We will be at the ranch all this weekend. Yeah, I'll stop by. I'll send you a message, man. I think I have your number. I'm not sure. My prediction for the arena: the McAllen Edinburgh has much higher population density, higher incomes. The arena here will receive the people who did not qualify to perform at McAllen. And I'm going to use your comment right there in a little bit when we start talking about it. So I'm going to bring it back up. I was saying Mr. Los Santos could have dropped. Yeah, you don't make sense then, Maggie. Get on the damn show.
I got you, Maggie.
Thanks, Erasmo. Eli, I could reply to you. I couldn't reply on your Facebook because I got banned for the. I love you, Papa. You still look amazing. And yeah, give me a call. Let's go do some shooting without shirts. Subsidies, people's bill. Then why raise the rates? It's ridiculous.
That's
They
the question.
want to build the arena so they can all have somewhere to make to make relations. Love you. Salud, vecino. Yeah, stop taking pictures of my damn house. um, did you? This is and go. I want to go back to James' comment because he's amazing and it's a good picture to have up. But let me say that uh, this is one of my concerns. If you saw the sheet that I sent to you that hasn't been published, brought out to the public yet, the first thing that I wanted to clarify, their assumption in regards to the revenue that's coming into this facility is based on 60 events per year with a packed arena, a 10,000 seat arena, este, all of them coming in and all of them paying these prices out there. This commissioner, it's not going to happen. We are not going to have 60 events a year where we're going to have sold out events. So the assumption in regards to the revenue for this thing is just wacko.
Where does it say on here that this is at 90 or 100% capacity?
If you look at the sheet, the slide that I sent you, and I'll email you the whole thing. I have the whole thing, but if you see that
70% of seats sold per event.
it says 10,000 seats, no?
It says arena seating capacity is 10,000, and I think that's their first mistake. But it says estimated annual visitors, 70% of seats sold per event is what they're estimating.
But that's the. It just doesn't make sense. Annual out of town visitors, 84,000. That's the other 30%, Commissioner. So what they're saying is
no. That same 30% of annual visitors come from out of town and stay one night in a hotel.
Yeah,
that's not saying that 70% plus 30% equals 100%. That's not what that's saying.
But it does act up to 100%.
No. Those numbers are not meant to be added together. Those are completely separate numbers.
Well, either way, even with 70%,
because on the 70%, it says estimated annual visitors. And then beneath it, it's saying 30% of the annual visitors are out of town.
Can we really say that a lot of the arenas out there, like the Edinburgh Arena, they actually have a 70% rate in regards to?
No idea.
There's absolutely no way.
Very good question.
Well, I have an issue. I'm gonna tell you why. You cannot compare Brownsville to the areas of the arena where McAllen, Edinburgh, Mission are at. I'm going to tell you why. Because those cities are practically already joining together. There's a lot more population out there versus what we have here. We will not have the amount of people. Let's be real. Let's be honest to the community. Let's not build another Brownsville Country Club that is not the greatest golf course and it's not played on. River Bend has more people playing in that golf course. That's
how old is that golf course though?
Huh?
How old is the golf course though?
It doesn't matter, regardless of how old the golf course is.
It absolutely matters because if they
talk to a pro golfer
and those were the results, that's the point you can make.
Talk to a pro golfer and they'll tell you that regardless of how old the golf course. Let me explain, because I'm married to a golfer. Okay. Uh-huh. And let me tell you, he was a zero handicapper, which means a damn good golfer. Okay. Let me tell you, I went to a golf course in Rose Glen, Texas. That golf course is 70 years old. Top shape, top notch. So don't tell me it's how old. It's about how the greens are. It's about how the landscaping is within the golf course and whatever they designed underneath the grass. So that's one. Number two, the event center for the city of Brownsville was built to have or host all these things besides dances and reservations for gatherings and parties. What have we gotten out of it? Nothing.
Nada.
Okay. So, and you were not in leadership. I'm not blaming you, Roy.
I get that, but it's not true, Katy. But
I'm just telling
it's
you that
not
in
just
the past,
dances and quinceañeras that are happening there. That is
but
not true.
well, you have, but they're not bringing what it was made for. In other words, they told us that they were going to have concerts, that we're going to have all these things going on, and it's never been for that. It's only been Friendship Garden and the Civic Center made more money than we're making over here.
As a rental hall.
Our airport, one airline, and look at how much money we pumped into that area. So you see, or two airlines, regardless, but you don't have the amount of traffic that Harlingen has, Roy. Let's face it, and let's not deceive the public. We're trying to
Who's
build
lying to the
all these
public?
things
Yeah,
that
What lie
yeah,
was what
I,
lie?
I don't think I don't think Roy's deceiving the public. I think part of the problem. I don't even think that the city of Brownsville. I think part of the. This is my thing. I think the city of Brownsville has recognized. Again, we're just not there, and I think part of the problem is we're never going to be there until we. This is my opinion. We start prioritizing that which is going to bring us actual true revenue to to the city of Brownsville and to Cameron County. And look, I'm glad, and you mentioned, Commissioner, in regards to the zoo, that there's going to be talks about it. We just need to help the zoo.
Yes.
We need to bring back that which makes
that's
Brownsville Brownsville, and is actually going to bring revenue to the city. I don't see this arena bringing revenue to the city in the capacity that the zoo can. But then why are we going to poner en chanza, millions of our dollars out there, when we should maybe consider first taking care of our stuff that we already have here?
let's take care of what we have and let's bring it to the and take it out of mediocrity.
You're
Let's
talking
make
about
sure that
a county pot of money versus a city asset, is what you guys are talking about.
well the county, you know what, that's another problem. We're supposed to be working together and understanding that together we're going to be able to make things better regardless of how we I if the county puts pressure on the city, it makes the city look bad because it falls back under the city name regardless.
Well, and I think, and this is one of the areas that I think, Commissioner, that Brownsville has always gotten the shorter end of the stick, because
Yes.
Brownsville is the jewel of Cameron County. Cameron County is nothing without
Hmm.
Brownsville.
Yep.
Because we're surrounded by pure ranchos, and nothing against los Fresno, Solmito, San Benito, Harlingen, but they're all ranchos,
They
ranchos.
don't have the population.
Yeah, they
They
don't have
don't have the
population,
population like
or
Mission,
or the
Edinburgh,
or
Far, San
our
Juan.
resources. They don't have our resources again. And I've and you've heard me say this, Bill, and I'm going to continue to say it 1,000 times. We have resources that any other community in the country would
Would want,
salivate for.
would want.
Salivate for. I mean, we've got a river, we've got a port, we've got beaches around us, we've got Mexico right next door, we've got a zoo that used to be one of the top 10 zoos in the country, we've got an airport, everything, and we're still the poorest community in the nation. And that's frustrating for individuals, I think, here in the city of Brownsville that want to see something better. And we've been promised, Commissioner, so much. It's hard to believe, bro. And that's just así nos tienen. It's hard to believe when you got the Danbury 21 million, because I got corrected from the port, 21 million gone, Titan Tires gone,
Hmm.
and promises and promises. And this one va a estar bueno. And this one is Tanasca. It's going to be great. And and again, and I'm going to say this, guys, and a lot of people are going to be upset. I'm I'm ecstatic that we got SpaceX. I love that SpaceX is here. My only concern with that is that I want an equal seating at the table, and I think that's where a lot of our elected officials back then, uh, 12 years ago, they actually failed us. As to, you don't have to. I just got a text message from someone that's not your friend, Commissioner, but it's okay.
That's
And I laughed at the because
a
my
long list.
hey,
We all have enemies, or we all have people that dislike us, and
That's right.
that's just part of life. And we
James,
just keep it moving.
James, let me know. I do want to go shooting with you, Papa. I love you. No, but I mean, and look, Commissioner, and again, and this is one of the things, because then all of a sudden is, and again, I'm not like here crying over spilled milk. Then a lot of people are like, well, Erasmo's just being negative. I'm not being negative. We've just been screwed over so many times. It's just it's it's hard to trust
Of course it is.
and believe. So we want something different. And I'm sorry, this arena is. I think the timing is horrible. I think that the way that it's and look, the way that it's being pushed. Calmate. If you really want this arena and you want the full support of most people out there, Commissioner, the smart thing and the democratic thing would have been to have the election in November, not in May, Commissioner, not in a time
Why would November have been the
because
Democratic thing to do?
there are more people that are actually going to come out to vote, and
And the
here
Yeah,
and
and I
here
disagree. I would have rather seen it during a mayoral election in May because you've got bigger people, more numbers coming out to vote.
we
But
don't
to
have,
say that the partisan races in November is about democracy, that's a joke.
but we don't have
That's a joke.
we don't have a mayoral election this May. We have
No,
nothing
not this
this
May.
May.
What I'm
All
saying
we
is, but November is not the answer.
No, but okay, and that's fine. I use November as an example, but let's say May when there's a mayoral election, like something major where there's
Mhm.
more people coming out to vote. I mean, have you seen? I mean, we've already talked about the 10% that comes out normally to vote. I mean,
Fine.
with these runoffs, yeah, you're talking about 5%,
Yeah.
4%. I've seen 3%, and that's scary, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is we're going to be indebted for decades to come. And we're going to have 3% of the individuals here in the city of Brownsville ultimately deciding the fate of 200,000 individuals. And that's unfortunate because
No,
as
it's
much as,
countywide. It's more than that. It's county.
and as, oh, yeah, but again, Brownsville is the only real city in the whole damn county. But you know what I'm saying is like it's just unfortunate. And as much as we try to get these stupid people to come out and vote, no, me quedo en casa, todo sale igual.
Yeah.
Get out and damn vote, become part of the damn process, people. Stop getting run over, and then stop. And as the commissioner mentioned, I'm going to repeat his words: stop bitching if you don't go out and vote. I'm going to put it on you.
Do it.
It's
Do
true.
it.
It's true. I agree. I look, and then some people come out and say that, and well, you're calling the voters stupid. Yeah, I'm calling them stupid. If you don't come out to vote, and then you start complaining, whining, bitching about it, then yeah, you're stupid.
Yep.
Shut up. Cállate el hocico mejor.
And think about it also. For all the years, if let's say everything's true, that the elite have been screwing over everybody else, and it's always about the orange ticket holders and the blue ticket holders, and those of us that get screwed always bitch, bitch, bitch. What are we going to do to change it? That should be the question, every one of them. And like you guys have said, we talk about 9,000 people that show up to vote. You've got over 10,000 followers. We can't even get all of those followers to come out and do stuff. What are we going to do to change things?
I'm not trying to brag, but I got 85,000 followers. But that's okay. You just looked at one page, Commissioner. Not to brag. I'm trying to be humble here.
You know that I'm gonna say this, that there's just been so many letdowns by prior leaders, that the ones that we really, really want to see and make a difference, and we can envision to change the city and the county for a better lifestyle. I think we're taking those blows. Look, there was a time where Brownsville, nothing happened downtown. Nothing. Brownsville was, and people would say, it's such a beautiful old town. Why have you let it deteriorate? And it did. It did. It's just, I think we just need to the community needs to get off their seats, go out and vote, get to know the people that they're going to be electing, get to know exactly what is needed in their community, so we can get out of the rut, out of that
Yeah,
negative mentality that a lot of people have.
I agree with
Having
you.
the resources that that cities would envy us, right? Because McAllen sustained itself by retail.
Yes.
And let me see.
Retail.
Look, look, Commissioner, and this is one of my points. I think you've already heard this. Oh yes, it's there. Oh, um, the same thing. I don't know if you were around back then. I think you were with the sports park. The sports park, it was the same spiel. I mean, we had Charlie Atkinson out there, begging PUB for money, and Almada and everyone out there, like, and they made so many promises, Commissioner, in regards to the sports park.
I remember that. I told him back then it was a bad idea.
58 million, at least
Now you know
58
what we're
million.
saying. Now
Oh
Yeah,
you
no,
know what we're
I've
saying
always
about the
known. I
arena.
get it. I
yeah,
completely get it. I
58
know how many
million.
failures that have been, and I know we're where we are because of the lack of vision and because of too many people who were elected who cared about themselves before they cared about the community.
Commissioner, $58 million, $58 million, and I challenge anyone to go out there and show me $58 million. I mean, it's not there, and
Right.
this, the part of the problem with a lot of the people here in the city of Brownsville is that they tend to forget. They have short-term memory, or they're very, very damn forgiving, or tontos. But I'm probably going more to the tontos, because at the end of the day, the same promises, Commissioner, that are being made for the arena are the same promises that were made for the sports park. Same promises. We're going to have it filled. We're going to have events. We're going to have concerts. We're going to have tournaments. We're going to have, and we do have some, but we don't have 70%.
No, I agree. I think 70% is way too ambitious.
Yeah. So, and that's what's concerning. So again, fool me once, shame on Commissioner Santos. Fool me twice, shame on the mayor and the other commissioners.
Yep.
Uh,
Voting yes.
how did they reach the figure of 70%? Absolutely no clue.
It's just a projection.
It's not
And
sustainable.
they probably, and we don't know that if there's any science behind it to say that down here events fill at 70%, or if they're just saying if we can do 70% because that's a nationwide average, then we pay for ourselves, we break even. We don't
But,
know.
but
Hang on,
Commissioner,
I gotta plug in. My battery's about to die.
rácate. But 60 events a year?
Yeah, that's ambitious, overly ambitious.
You're talking about more than one a week? It's
Yeah,
impossible.
I don't know that even the arenas in the Upper Valley have that many
It's
a year.
impossible. I don't think they have them combined.
Well,
What
They
is
want to impress.
it
They
is
want
what,
to impress. They must have gotten a bad account in there or somebody that didn't know their numbers.
what is the amount of people that attend Sombrero Fest? Oh, thousands.
60,000 over 3 days. Not this year. This year the weather was bad, so 40,000 over 3 days. But on a regular year, 60,000 over 3 days.
That's a lot of people.
And we don't get the bands that were rejected by the Upper Valley. We get the bands that we want.
Dun, 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 dun,
Please don't say that we're getting rejects now.
No, we're not.
dun, dun, dun,
And I know,
dun,
and I hear the criticism every year. Oh, y'all bring the same bands. I'm like, if those bands draw the crowds and they bring the families out and the generations out, that's what it's about.
It's not that.
We're bringing them at an affordable price to the public. That's what it's about. It's
It's
not who's the latest and greatest and oh, let's get a rap artist now and let's get this and let's get that. No. This is Charo Days. This is Sombrero Festival. It's about the tradition. And if we're packing the park and selling out on Fridays and Saturdays, we're doing something right.
Well, I'm not. It's jam packed. It just needs to get moved out of the park. But let me say, like, it's the same music. It feels like it's always the same bands because it's always the dun, 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 dun. All of them have the same tonadita. All of them.
The main stage, you're right. That's why I hang out in the big tent. I'm not a main stage guy.
Yeah,
I'm more for the Latin jazz, the rock and roll.
yeah, because you're an orange ticket holder.
I
You got the VIP tickets. I saw you there.
was not at the airport. I wasn't there. I was playing on the island. I was doing karaoke that night.
Not this time. I didn't actually go this year, unfortunately. Not unfortunately.
You,
I think.
you know what I see happening, guys, with this arena? Once I hope it doesn't pass. I hope people spread the word, right? At least not now. We're not ready for it. We should be able to give it more time. But once they do that arena, the developer comes behind. He taps into the water services. He taps into the sewer lines, and there starts the development of the actual owner of those 1,300 acres.
Well,
That's what's going to happen, guys.
let me ask
All
you.
we're needing is to give them the opportunity to connect to those lines that are going to be installed for the infrastructure. That's what's going to happen, guys. That's how it all begins.
Let me ask you,
And who's
Commissioner.
who's
Let me
going to pay the price?
We are. Two concerns, Commissioner, and I posted on this, and I think I mentioned it. You know that the developer for the Madeira property is this Dennis Sanchez.
Mhm.
You know, we've seen Dennis Sanchez's name before, and he is one of Trey Mendes's, our mayor's business partner. And so again, and he is also the lead uh, or the president of this Cameron County Arena people. That are out there putting up all these signs all over Cameron County. They're also as the sending text messages to everyone out there, all the voters out there. They're
I
really,
got one
really
today.
pushing on this. I mean, why is it always the same people? Why is it always the Trey Mendeses, the Dennis Sanchez, all these individuals that are out there eating up all of these opportunities? I mean, ultimately, are they going to benefit more than we as people of Brownsville? Is that's why that they're pushing it so hard? I mean, why is it always them? And again, I'm open for anyone out there that wants to that wants business to flourish and to grow and hey, it's capitalism. I'm all for that. But why is it always come back to the mayor of the city of Brownsville?
I don't think it's always the same people. I think we go through waves where you see people and they come up over and over and over. I mean, I remember 15, 20 years ago was Bill Hudson. Everything going on was Bill Hudson, Bill Hudson, Bill Hudson. Before that, it was the Gurias. Before that, it was somebody else. And so we have these phases. I know the Varelas are big right now. Dennis Sanchez may be big right now. I remember the developers in years before. The difference is, and the ones that keep coming up, you've got people just like we saw the Riverfront Esplanade. That was new people, that was different people, but that didn't happen. It did not come to fruition. So you've got those that attempt it and fail, and you've got those who have a track record and can deliver on things, at least with a successful development that they build out. And I think that's why the ones that have been successful at executing an idea, you'll continue to see them come forward because they'll deliver on what their commitment is to whoever they're selling to.
But these are the same individuals, Commissioner, that were out there applying for monies that should have gone to the people of Brownsville. And I mean, if they're doing so well and investing in all these Madeiras and all these companies, why are they out there, trying to grasp BCIC money and other grant money that would probably benefit a mom and pop shop a lot more than it will Trey Mendes or Dennis Sanchez? And why is it always them?
I don't think it's always them. I
Well,
think that's
but
those are the movers and shakers right now.
the names come out. I mean,
But
for us, it's this generation. Why is it them?
look, let me explain how Hudson did it. Bill Hudson developed, and let me tell you, one, he gave property to the city. Well, he went to the BISD and said, I am going to develop and I would like for you to build a school here. There's this property here. Are you willing to come into my development? And we built the school here. Okay, that's one. Then
Mhm.
he does it again over there on Paredes line, which is Paredes Elementary. So Hudson and Paredes were his vision, right? Because he felt the people that are going to be close, kids can walk back and to and from school. But he also implemented the MUD, Municipal Utility District,
Mhm.
which is a lot of the infrastructure will be paid through that municipal utility district. So the developer puts together a board to oversee the check and balance of every time that development, whether it's Emerald Valley, whether it's La Villita, La Norteña, they're all under the MUD. So why can't these people do the same thing? You know that Houston has 68% of their subdivisions under the municipal utility district. San Antonio has 58% under the municipal utility district, the developments. So why can't our developers do that as well? Do I mean one developer did it, and let me tell you, there's other developers behind the 1,300 acres. You have Riba Cardenas, which is 748 acres.
Mhm.
She's got a master plan already in the works. Then you go around on Highway 100. You have uh, uh, Dr. Diaz, who owns 532 acres. So, and then you have the rest. Well, you have in between the development of Madera. You have 199 acres for Ms. Wilkinson, who's out of Harlingen, and so then you have all these big tracts. And then you have the rest that's right before the middle school of Los Fresnos that leads to 803. So, and I'm telling you, I know that because I've already done extensive research on all that area. And I just think that something can be done differently. They're just not going in, they're not tapping into that. But the new municipal utility district is for developers to be able to do their development and work with that. Now we have Rio Hondo Water Supply Company that taps into all those acres, which is close to 3,000 acres you have there. That's going to be a little community within itself.
Mhm.
But again, Rio Hondo is a water company, a utility company that's monopolizing because nobody else, they're the only ones, and they're very expensive. So guess what? This project of the arena takes place. They're going to need water, they're going to need sewer. So that's where they align themselves. And then the developer of Madeira comes into play. They start tapping into those lines. If it's 50 feet, 100 feet, 200 feet, and the lines are already going to be there, and it's going to be less expensive for them. You see, but we, the taxpayers, are going to vote and say, yes, we'll do it so you guys can come and build all your homes, all your commercial lots. That's what's going to happen. That's what I foresee right now. If this passes, honestly.
Well, my concern is
And I just,
my concern is something that Carlos mentions right now. And again, and we talked about this a little bit the other day. Who are actually going to make the big money here? And I would dare say a lot of the contractors, a lot of the builders, a lot of the individuals that are the architects, all these individuals, and then you see Judge Eddie Trevino out there, making a big old shindig where 90%, 95% of the donors that gave him money were the contractors, the builders. It's just, and this was happened 3 weeks right before the election, the previous election, where the citizens of Cameron County voted no on it. So, I mean, you just start to connect these dots. You've got the county commissioner not coming out and explaining anything, leaving a lot of these huecos out there. What else are we supposed to believe? And what really frustrates me personally, and I'm thinking a lot of other individuals out there. You want us to continue to trust you when we've had such a lackluster track record? It's impossible. It's impossible. How? Based on what? On the numbers? We don't have the numbers. On the facts? We don't have the facts. On your track record? It's horrible. And and again, going back into and I'm not being a la fuerza. It's the same people, same people. But it tends to be about the same people. Kathy made mention in regards to Judge De Los Santos. He was on the PUB board as their attorney back then with the Tenasca thing.
Judge Trevino.
Eddie Trevino. What did I say?
You say Judge de los Santos.
Hey,
hey, sounds
hey,
good, Judge de los Santos.
hey,
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 he already gave you the title, man.
If we're talking about the bench, I'd consider it. If we're talking about the county, I have no desire to run for a county-wide office.
Not yet, but you will. Don't worry. But what I'm concerned is, again, it's always the same people. It's always these little groups of people that come back and go like, and you're going like, guys, that's fine. And maybe it's
But
going
those
to be.
same people that Gatti mentioned, those same names, do they not have successful developments under their belt, successful projects under their belt, where they've delivered, where they didn't build a colonia, they built something nice? Don't they have that in their track
Yeah,
record?
but not Eddie Trevino.
No, we're not talking about Eddie Trevino. I'm talking about, like we said, Cardenas, Diaz, those names, those families that are
Well,
still coming, just
they,
like Sanchez is the developer
yeah,
on this one.
they made a
They have
killing.
successes on their track record.
No, they've made a killing, and more power to them. But we're talking about here, no, us normal folk out here. I'm concerned because of these individuals that are out there pushing for these things. Again, I don't know Dennis Sanchez. I mean, and again, nothing against him. I mean, it is still United States of America. Still capitalist. If you want to try and make a buck, make a buck. Look, I don't even blame Mayor Mendez for trying to grab $200,000, put it in his pocket. I'm not. Hey, it is. What concerns me is that he did it whilst mayor of the city of Brownsville. He did it 3 months after creating the LLC that was out there and going to get awarded the money. They were going to get awarded without a doubt. it concerns me that he had individuals on there that were voting for it that were in his pocket as well who had also received money. But it's always them, and it's like going like, Commissioner. At the end of the day, I want my Southmost people to prosper. I want my Rivera people to prosper. I want my people from District 3, especially those that live on Camino Verde, and people stop stalking my damn house, stop taking pictures of my house. But I want everyone in Brownsville to have that opportunity. That
And I get that, but let me tell you something. If we were to look at it, and I don't know what kind of benefits are tied to Madeira besides from the TERS and the other stuff, but let's say you took every benefit that's tied to this project and say, you know what? Roy de los Santos, kid from Southmost, has never done anything like this. Let's give him the chance to do it. Could I give you, as a taxpayer, a return on investment with all that benefit money that somebody with a proven track record could? No, I couldn't, because I wouldn't have the first clue of what to do in creating a development like that.
But let me, look, and let me put it this way, because the same thing that happened downtown is the same thing that's happening with this Madeira group. It's the same thing, guys.
Which thing downtown?
No, let me get there. Let me try to make my point. It's the same thing in this sense, and my voice is leaving, so I'm going to get closer to the mic. Trey Mendez buys property in downtown, and again, free to do it. Gets money from BCIC to fix it up, to make it nice, to pay for his investment. It's great. His property doesn't pay taxes because it's considered historical. So his value, every single time that anything gets added to downtown, his property keeps on going up in price. So let's say Trey Mendez, the mayor of the city of Brownsville, bought the Coca-Cola building for $300,000. Well, now we've got the MIDI, and I'm glad that they're doing it. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that somebody is fixing the dam majestic. I'm proud of that, and I know that they have first bids. I hope that it comes into fruition. I'm all for it. But every single time anything else is added to downtown, what happens to this 300 Coca-Cola building that Mayor Mendez bought? Well, all of a sudden, in 3-4 months, now it's worth $600,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then next year, it's going to be worth over $1 million. Guess what? We're not getting anything from it because he's not paying taxes on it. So his property continues to go up. So then he comes out and says, Erasmo, you're wrong because I'm not taking any money. I said, of course you're taking money because you're doing it on the sly, which is, again, capitalism. The difference is you're the damn mayor of this damn city of Brownsville. That's the problem. Now, with the Madeira thing, all of a sudden, Madeira's out there. The Madeira people, they're out there going like spending crap loads of cash. Hey, guys, vote yes, vote yes, vote yes. Gonna get a big old arena out there. Well, that property that this guy bought for $2 million, all of a sudden, after the arena's built, it's worth $12 million. Let me tell you, it's a great gig. But again, why is it everyone, county commissioners, the judge, they're all in on it. They're all in on it. And I would even dare, and I can't prove it, I would dare say that the mayor's in on it as well. It's his business partner. So why? When are the people of Brownsville, my people, when are we going to get a little something instead of getting damn crumbs? Crumbs. That's all we get.
The perfect example when we're talking about downtown and you've got the mayor investing in downtown, and yes, he's going to make money off of it. But then look at a group like the guys from Teras. These are guys that started with a little hole in the wall and built up a clientele, have moved to a bigger location, and have one of the most popular restaurants in downtown Brownsville. I dare say even more popular than the mayor's restaurant.
Which one?
That's Teras.
Oh, I love Teras.
Yes, and that's Brownsville people who had a chance and are making it, are working hard, kicking ass at it, and now they've opened the ramen place, and now they've got something else they're working on. And I've already seen at least 2 signs downtown where they're advertising that they're applying for liquor licenses for new businesses opening up. So it's not just the mayor opening places downtown. There are several business owners. I know retired teachers who opened a gay bar downtown, and they're doing much better than they anticipated they were going to be doing.
There's a gay bar downtown?
Yes, Bar B.
I did not know that.
Bar B at Adams and 10th. Open Wednesday through Saturday.
Now are you promoting businesses also?
Absolutely. But not my businesses. Not businesses that I make money on.
You're not doing the tremendous thing.
Businesses.
But that's
local mom and pop owned.
yeah, and again, but again, in comparison, and again, I'm glad, and let me tell you, I've had individuals, and I think you probably had them as well. They've come up to me and said, "Erasmo, we can't open a business downtown." And I had a pizza joint that was trying to open downtown. I mean, they were not given the permits. And again, we're going back, and I hate having to go back into the same thing. I mean, have we alleviated the permit process? And the
No.
answer is no. And that's unfortunate, because at the end of the day, is again, this is stuff that should have been taken care of years ago. And the mayor promised it, and his term is almost up. Thank God, his term is almost up. He promised it, never happened. And then we were supposed to get electrified or something, electric ferments and stuff. And I don't even know if that's happened as well. Again, I haven't opened up a business in a while. And well, anyway, but my concern is we continue to get all these little promises and they never come into fruition. You know, you just mentioned, we were promised, and again, it's this little shiny object up here. Like, look at
Yep.
this over here. We were promised 18% decrease in regards to the rates. Now we find out today that, we appreciate that, we're still screwed with higher electricity rate or higher bills. Maybe not electricity rate, but higher bills. And at the end of the day, that's what affects our people.
And I think it's
That's
to
what,
distract from the fact that we still don't have the Tenasco audit.
and we're not going to get it when they promised it. What about the MIDI and Majestic connection? Oh, again, the MIDI has first dibs on bringing forth a proposal in order to renovate the Majestic Theater, and I hope that comes into fruition. That would be again. I'm not trying to tell the Midi District Culture District what to do. It's not like I know anyone on their board, but
It's not the district; it's the MIDI Foundation in Austin.
yeah, yeah, I always get those confused. I already got cease and desist, but it's okay. No, but you know what? I appreciate that, because no, let me say that I don't mind being corrected, and they contacting me via an attorney to correct me, which is I appreciate that. I wasn't upset. I was going like, oh, cool, that's fine. Explain to me now. I know. I'm not trying to be an a-hole out here. I mean, as much as a lot of people say, I'm only an a-hole. Like,
But that was the time you were proven wrong.
oh, again, yeah, but you see, I get proven wrong, and I come out and say, blah, blah, yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes,
a flub, a flubby, but but no, but you know what happens with the city of Brownsville, and you've seen this, man. The problem is they will never admit when they're wrong, and then they dig up another hole to cover up the other hole in order to say, well, you see, and then it just keeps on digging holes and holes and holes, and we all just suffer. But again, I want the Majestic Theater to come back to life, maybe as a another Camille Playhouse type of setting, where they'll have plays or stuff. That would be so amazing. It would be just amazing. Why not move Soprano Fest to the sports part?
because we wouldn't have 60,000 people show up if we did.
I think you're wrong.
I know I'm right.
I think we'd have more, Commissioner.
No.
You want to make a bet?
Yep.
Let's try it one year.
You pay it 1 year and we'll move it.
I
It's
think
only $900,000.
nada. Para mí, no es nada. Do not ruin child days by bringing rap music back.
Thank you very much. I agree, Juan.
Put the brown back in Brownsville. The Galansky family is the same story. They're in politics and own so much property in Brownsville. Yeah. And then, again, I could go off on Abraham like a crazy man. Mr. Santos, if someone lives on Los Vecinos subdivision area, they want to vote. What district does this area fall in, and what are the locations where they can vote if live in that area?
Oh, that's a really good question.
I don't think that this.
Recent is-
I
Los
don't think.
Vecinos falls, the school district is Los Vecinos is Los Fresnos. And I think they still, Los Vecinos is in the city of Brownsville
Is it
Yes.
four?
city limits. Yes, it's Los Fresnos ISD, but the city of Brownsville, they
Elect-
vote for the city of Brownsville. They don't vote for the commissioners for Los Fresnos.
No, but like for this arena thing, do we know where their polling location is going to be?
Well, I suggest everybody goes to early voting at the libraries, please.
I agree.
Please go early voting, get it out of the way. Maybe next week we can put the locations that are going to be open, because since it's going to be a runoff, sometimes since it's expensive to run an election, maybe they narrowed it down
Remember
to
the
certain
runoff?
sites.
Remember, the runoff
But
isn't until the 24th,
Yeah.
oh,
but
that's right. The
the
runoff is on the
arena's on May
24th.
7th.
Yeah, and the arena's coming up. So maybe what they're going to do is probably have an early vote for them as well. But let's
Yes.
try to see if we can bring that information during the week.
I know early voting starts the
Erasmo,
25th
please.
of April.
I promise. I have a steady income, but now with inflation, I can't afford to go to a movie, much less a concert. It's for their best interest, not ours. This is the sentiment of a lot of people out there.
And I'm sorry, but you cannot tell me that anything at the price of Cinemark movies has anything to do with what's going on in Brownsville. That I call bullshit on.
Estás loco. Someone told me that to me. All right. Why am I loco? All three of you need to run for mayor. Mayat.
No, because if we do that, you only get 1 out of 3. That doesn't do us any good.
Let me tell you.
I take commission District 2.
Let me
Guys, District 2 commission.
let me say that it would
That
be
seat's going to be available.
it would be an interesting forum.
Yes, it would.
Mayor, let me tell
Kathy
you.
and I wouldn't embarrass you too bad, Erasmo. Don't worry. We'll go easy on you.
Thank you.
Just a little. Just a little.
Well, it's funny is that all three of us have been at the same forums. It's crazy. I've been in forums with Kathy, and I've been in forums with Commissioner de los Santos.
Yep.
And
I think I was in a forum with Kathy back in 2007.
Yep.
Really?
We were at the one in St. Joe.
Thank you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't like that one. Por eso estamos como estamos y no progresamos. True, but because I'm always the few that get things for the few.
No, not true. I just proved that wrong.
Well, I think what she's referring to is that the elitist little group that benefit mostly themselves, and the very few little benefit goes to the people of Brownsville. And
But
again,
we've gone from it's always and only to now it's mostly.
yeah,
There
and
are other people getting breaks and making successes out of it.
well, I would dare say, and I think I go back into I use the zoo because it's just so there.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that Judge de los Santos wants to build a railroad to San Antonio. It will not cost taxpayers zero money. I don't believe him. Damn judge. Honey con limon and pickle juice for your throat. Let me tell you, I'm probably going to have something else down my throat tomorrow.
Ay, cabrón.
Talking about pasitas, Commissioner. I don't know what the hell you're thinking. Pure money laundering.
Yeah, I call BS on that too.
On my comment or the money laundering?
On the money laundering.
Oh no, come on.
Not others.
There's Brownsville. We're going to disagree. There's definitely money laundering in Brownsville. Lolita is not stupid, people. It's just that they are que pasa vote, que pa que vote, voto como quiera hacen lo que quiere de la gana. Yeah, but we need to start changing that. Erasmo, have you ever caught your dentist cheating? Yes, but I don't want
to go back to the voting comment. One point I want to make on that, and that's the problem. The people that want things to change have given up, and the people that want things to stay the same consistently turn out and vote and keep those people in office. So those of you guys bitching about why doesn't it happen and why should I vote, you're part of the problem.
Exactly.
You are part of the problem.
I have constantly stated it is not enough for you to go out and vote. You have to become a part of the electoral process. You
Yes.
have to go out there and hold signs for candidates. You have to go out there and bring 10, 20 people to vote. You have to become a part of the solution, or else you're part of the problem.
That's right.
And I'm going to trademark that phrase. No one take it from me. Now, have you ever caught your dentist cheating? Yes. I don't want to talk about it tonight because he's watching tonight. Child Days downtown main attraction, walking distance after the parade.
Yes, thank you, Guadalupe. You're absolutely right.
Can anyone of you say that you really want to live by an arena like that? I personally don't.
Nope. Neither do I.
But I realize the benefit of having property right next to an arena. Because at the end of the day, that value is going to skyrocket.
Yeah, I want to own property next to it. I wouldn't want to live next to it.
No, hell no. But I want to have property next to it. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
What inflation? Abel, love you, Abel. Mr. Santos, what's your salary?
From which entity?
He gets money from everywhere.
I get paid from AT&T, from the Midi Foundation, and from the city of Brownsville.
Can I take your job at the Midi Foundation?
No.
Hater. Well, the people that it's me. I'm the one. You're not the one on the left. Good evening. Good to see y'all too on a podcast. Setting everything aside, united we get 100%.
But you know what? Hang on a second. Go back to salary real quick, only because I do want to answer that. I don't want people to think I'm hiding that. And again, I'm a kid who grew up in Southmost, went to public school. Dad was a longshoreman. Mom was a housewife until my sister and I started school. Then she started as a secretary. That is where my origins and my roots come from. Now I make six figures. Just with AT&T, I make six figures. And then I get paid from the city, which is $10 a meeting and a car allowance. And the Midi Foundation probably pays twice what the city does. But it's still not something you can live on annually.
You earn six figures?
Oh, yes.
Are you single?
I also earn six figures, but I work
you-
7 days a week.
Are you
I have
single?
2 jobs. I make six figures too. And
Let me
I
tell
come
you.
from Southmost also. Very
That's
proud.
right.
19th and Southmost.
I
Yeah.
make
Went to
Two
public
figures.
school. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. That's
go
why
for-
I can understand the people. Yo comprendo a la gente en la
Sí.
situación que se encuentra because I've been there, done that, and I've seen it through my family.
I'll go.
Nothing is impossible. It's
I'll go
up to
for either
us
one of you
to
right
get to
about
the
now.
next level.
Yeah.
I'll
But
go-
when you have leaders that have been there, done that, and know it and have felt it, there's a big difference. There's a big difference.
I'll take
And
either
when
one
we
of you.
stay humble, we truly care about the people.
Either one of you could take me. I'm available.
Your dentist is going to get mad.
He cheated on me. The problem is that people don't know where to vote or will give up on that. We'll work on it. I promise. I'll
But
do my best.
library, Kata's right. You can early vote so many days at the library versus one at your precinct. Go to the library.
Right, sorry, Mr. Santos.
Thank you. You're right, Abel.
Same people keep winning because the same people keep on. Yeah, exactamente. Mr. Santos likes to pocket money to buy his Under Armour underwears from Ross.
No, I get mine mostly from Amazon or Academy. I don't think I bought Under Armours at Ross.
I
You're
hate,
going to put stores out of business for ordering out of Amazon. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's good.
I hate Ross.
No, but sometimes I go to the stores locally and they don't have them. They don't have my size in stock. They're the ones that I want. So they've either got the really long ones, which I'm not going to wear the long ones. So sometimes I have to buy them online.
I got the long one. City, you have my vote. Gandhi. You have my vote. I'm in District 2. Jessica didn't do much for us. House flooded twice last year.
Thank you.
Hello, Erasmo. Gandhi. Hey, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Haven't seen you in a while, Papa. Just convince those who do vote and flip them to vote no.
No, that's not how it works, unfortunately.
No, we need more. We need more people to get involved. Yes, the value will skyrocket, but who in our town will be able to afford it? House prices are creeping. Yeah, but this is part of the same reason that a lot of the land over there by the Danbury building was bought. It was bought by certain individuals that were in the know-how, and then all of a sudden the money went missing, and then they went out there and sold it at a huge, immense price when the supposition that it was going to happen happened. It's crazy. And all those others used to run La Southmost back in the day. I used to fall on La Southmost back in the day. I was on La Chisca y me raspé todas las rodillas. Let's go to the first comment so we get out here. I earned six figures too. Damn, tú sí me convienes, papi. Royal earned six figures. Damn, tú sí me convienes, papi. Damn, why am I the only one not earning six figures?
Because we're not working when you're on at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. every day.
I should. That's the only thing you keep mentioning. La raza. Love you, Alupe. Taking tips to the commissioner. Taking tips from you, Commissioner, and Kathy. Working in politics and having another Saudi is smart. Y'all are obviously looking to gain something in return because people had already voted no. You agree? People had adamant about it. Why?
Okay, number one, I have nothing to do with it. This is a county.
I think he's talking about county.
Nah, I don't think so. When he says y'all and we're the ones on here,
Oh, I'm not. I'm definitely voting no, and I'm trying to convince everyone and my mother to go out. Actually, I'm going to make sure that I take every single individual that I know to go out there and vote no.
Be sure
And
you
that's
take them out there on May 8th.
why everyone needs to go and go take everyone and anyone you know to go out and vote whichever way you want. Just take them out to damn vote, but preferably vote them no.
You missed my joke.
I know. I heard it. I just listen. I know what you were referring to. Well, Santos, how do you spend so much money?
How
I
do
can
I
tell you.
spend so much money?
I can
Trust
tell
me, it
you.
doesn't go as far as it used to. That's why I drive a 17-year-old Ford.
I can tell you. He doesn't spend it on shoes.
Nope.
He's setting it aside in his 401 retirement plan.
No, I'm not. I'm not that smart either. I'm not doing that either. I might.
Well, at
I mean,
least
I've
Erasmo,
got
buddy.
my 401, but I'm not putting gobs of money into it. No.
Is it true that yeah you are not voting straight ticket? You have to wait till election day. There's
I'm
no
not.
straight ticket.
No, it's not. It's not about voting straight ticket or not voting straight ticket. During the primaries, each party has their own primary, and so
Yeah,
if you go to the Republican primary, you only get the Republican candidates. If you're voting in the Democratic primary, you only get the Democratic candidates. So yeah, if you want to choose between the two, that would be at the general election. And thank God we're not a state like where's it, California, where the top vote getters all get the final ballot, even if they're all the same party.
it's
That is
crazy.
just asinine.
Well, they have that other system. I can't remember what it's
Yes,
called.
they do.
All BS aside, I one day in the future would love to be part of brown politics. I heard that there's where the big money is. All jokes aside, for the real, I would. I'm proud. I'm glad. I want more
Tell
people to
you,
be.
people, there's no real money in it unless you're going to be corrupt. And if you're going to be corrupt, please don't run for office in Brownsville.
Please,
I can tell you, and that's why I'm glad I make six figures because I don't need to make money off the people of Brownsville. I serve because I want to.
That's that's right. You serve because you have the passion to serve and do what's right.
Yes.
And you've proven yourself when you've been in the sombrero. So a lot of us have proven ourselves to be outspoken, to try to do and make a difference. But you yourself have worked very hard, and I know that if I can vouch and say he will work for it, he's not gonna get his hands on anything that's gonna jeopardize his life or his future,
ah,
because you have so much to lose.
Exactly.
I mean, and unfortunately we all get caught up in that little group of others that have done wrong. It's unfortunate.
it's
They
Mhm.
more.
think that we're all the same.
Yep.
I've been told, oh no, all of you are the same. Whoa, wait a minute. No, no. I know how to work. I know how to earn my money. And all I want is to be able to be your voice and fight for what's right, to make those decisions that are going to benefit all of us together as a whole and make our place a better place. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
So Erasmo,
You
I got
know,
my proposed property tax statement, and the increase is ridiculous. My question is, how can someone's house with improvements done and yet their taxes didn't go up last year? Can someone explain that? Again, please file an appeal. And again, I'm going to do the same thing that I did last year. I will help you file an appeal at no charge whatsoever. Stop by my office. I will help you fight it. Please, please. If there's enough people out there fighting it, is that hopefully it'll bring awareness and bring more people to come and vote. But stop by my office. I will help you fill out an appeal for free, no charge,
You
unless
know,
you want.
that's something that needs to be a county issue at Osmo.
Yeah,
Changing the appraisal district and how that whole process works. It shouldn't be that somebody can just pull a number out of the air and say, "Oh, your house is worth triple now." And now, if you don't agree, you've got to fight it and you've got to incur debt and you've got to spend time. Why is the onus on the property owner to justify, well, how did my property go up $100,000 this year when I haven't done anything to it? And my fence fell down and something, it's ridiculous. The onus should be on the county that wants to raise that valuation to prove its case, not the property owner to try and reverse an outrageously inflated price.
good. Is Arena vote a Hamilton County wide election? Yes.
Yes.
Obviously, let's go to the. I'm referring to our club political. Yeah,
Thank
that's what I got, my pal. Corrupt like Mr. Los Santos.
you.
Stop taking pictures of my damn house. My vecino. Please stop taking picture of my. That is actually my house.
Good God, you have
Also,
stalkers.
yeah, always. I got like 6 of them now. Also, some houses around my house have no charge change in the taxes the past few years. How is this possible? It's ridiculous. They're like nitpicking, choosing. guys, so much, so much a good show. Thank you, love you. So if money follows corruption, are all the real estate owners downtown capitalizing? Some of them are. I will definitely file the peer. Please don't fire it, file it. Yeah, love you. I've seen the downtown by Lando buildings downtown 100%. Love you, Abel. Guys, any last statements?
No, I'm good.
Please
Good
spread
show.
the word. This arena.
Vote
Please go
yes.
out and vote. Like we all said, please, I mean, just think about it,
No, no.
Yeah, two thumbs down, one from each of you, and two up from me.
Guys, have a great evening. Social distance, face covering, hand
Okay.
sanitizer. Still believe in all that crap? I don't. Guys, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe Sam will be forgiven by his wife, and he won't have to be cleaning his house. And be on tomorrow morning, guys. Have a great week. I will be in Monterrey tomorrow. I've got a client that I have to go talk to. I got to go visit my dentist to go slap him around a little bit, and I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Guys, be good to each other and continue to be good to me. God bless.